Hi everyone, it's been a while since I put anything on this channel, so I thought I would actually bury part of my personal soul, and I would share a personal poem. Actually, it's not really personal, it's not like autobiographical poetry or anything, but it is something that's really raw. I mean, I have just sussed it out, and I'm looking for some major tweaking on it. So one of the best things for me to do, and I realized this more so during my MFA experience, last year and the year before, was when someone else reads my work, or if I read my work out loud, I tend to hear the way I want to say it and see the way I wrote it, and then compare the two and figure out which is the greater. Is it the visual I want to push? Is it the sound? Do I want to make sure that they are harmonizing together, or do I want it to be fractured on the page and then read differently? So I'm working with something like that. I have a manuscript that I intend to place it with that I thought was completed, and then I realized I went too strong thematically in one area, and I really need to expand it and push it. So I am adding some other pieces in from what I thought was from another manuscript, and then there was this that I wrote that I am still toying with placing in there. I'm hoping this isn't going to be a throat clearing piece, but we'll see. Sometimes you need to do that to kind of jar loose the stuff that really needs to be written. So I figure, I keep lurking around in the YouTube community, and I've been chatting up with some of the wonderful people on there, and so I'm kind of hoping that those I've chatted with and those who I'm already close with might listen to this, and if they have any suggestions for me, I'd love it, because I gotta say, living in the mountains and being out of my MFA program for a year makes me feel a little nostalgic for the good old days. Do you know what I'm saying? So anyone who's been part of a big, rip-roaring, awesome community probably should understand this. Like, you just really want somewhere to rest your heart and to feel love and support and encouragement for the things that you find so fascinating, and I just feel so isolated in my literary community, but I've been branching out on the YouTube community and finding out that, cyber friendships are kind of awesome, Anyways, okay, so done geeking out, embarrassing myself. I'm going to share this. It's called Teach Me to Be Young and Thin and Beautiful. Any suggestions I welcome. I have to say I'm not a meter Nazi, and so I don't adhere to specific rhythms, though I would argue that every one of us that writes, we have inherent rhythms in our body, and we express those in our writing just innately. It innately comes out. It's nothing that you can really fight against. Even if you are working with non-rhythm and trying to be in a free-flowing, potentially chaotic form, there is still pattern and beauty and rhythm to that. So in disturbing a pattern, you're actually creating a pattern. It's sort of like saying, Dada is not an art, but it in fact was an art movement, So working with that kind of an idea. And I'm not trying to... I'm not sure how I want this to appear on the page. At this time, it is a prose brick, but I sense this piece wanting to be beyond that, which is curious because many of the other pieces in the manuscript I'm thinking of placing it with are prose bricks. So that's something else to consider. Anyways, I guess I'll start. Teach me to be young and thin and beautiful. We drink beers till 4 p.m., ask our friends to put on skins of other people. White wine, red wine, no time. Look at Maggie's face with Sarah's body. Stretch lips to fit bottles and penises. We practice it on Tapatio bottles. Raise pinkies on shot glasses. Drink water from the tap in plastic chalices. Elmer's glued sequins, a tiara to cover my unibrow. I eat lettuce for lunch because the crunching is positively rave-like. Guzzle anger in pints and spit out sex like a Kardashian hymen. Oh, I red lipsticked your buckle and your androgyny is killing me. We surprise the world with our pain when we only feel so good. Lopez-Hood. And the song is almost over. Flip the record and play B-sides on my clit. Looks big and juicy now that I lost the weight. Burn bras, but what will we ever carry our crystals in? So if you have suggestions, or you just want to tell me to shut up and not do this again and just stick to reading other people's poetry, leave that in the comments below. But subscribe, and actually I will make this into a tag. I invite you and I implore upon you to share your own pieces of work, and of course always let your audience know if you want suggestions or if you're just simply sharing. So yes, I welcome critique and criticism. Be constructive, don't just be a jerk. And to all my MFA people, I love you, I miss you, and I really wish I could make the graduation this year, the final reading. I would love to see you guys read, and I'm really hoping that someone is going to be recording it, because I seriously miss the hell out of all of you guys. Bye, love and light.